Hi, it's Thursday and I'm having a really low belief down in the dumps day, and part of me is like, I shouldn't go live. I shouldn't share that. But I also think it's really important to share because sometimes we think other people have it all together and it's easier for them and yada yada. But I have a couple things I want to share with you, a couple quotes I heard during my workout today, and just, a real life reality check that not every single day is going to be epic and amazing, and we still show up, right? We still do the thing. Okay, so in my workout today, Autumn said two things. I'm in the third week of 21 Day Fix. She said, number one, your goal is not the finish line. It is a milestone. Your goal is not the finish line. It's the milestone. And I was like, wow, that's really good, because I think if we embrace that, I want you to write that somewhere. Like if that resonates with you, write it down, put it on a Post-it, put it inside if you have like a coffee cup cupboard like I do, put it there. So it's like the first thing you see every single day, or put it on the fridge, or I don't know, take a picture, put it on the screensaver of your phone. Your goal is not the finish line, it's a milestone. So if you embody that, it can kind of release the pressure on this idea that it needs to unfold a certain way in a certain timeline, it needs to look a certain way, and you need to get all these different kinds of results, because sometimes we're a little overzealous and we think it should unfold a certain way, but it's just real life and it's gonna unfold. As long as you trust the process, as long as you keep taking action, as long as you don't quit on yourself over and over and over, you are moving towards that next level version of yourself. You are creating consistency. You are finding your wins. It's just that intentional mindset shift. So the idea that your goal is not the finish line, it's a milestone, that can kind of release the pressure valve on the fact that you don't have to have an epic winning week in order to know that you're still on the way to the milestones. We collect those things. There's never an end goal. Like, there's no end goal. The goal is to live a happy, fulfilled, epic, amazing, I feel good in my skin life. And sometimes we lose sight of that because we think it needs to be reflected in a number or a size or some other kind of data and metrics. I will say though, some of you are still fighting me on the take your measurements. You need to take your measurements. You need to take some pictures. Doesn't mean you're going to have to share it with anyone, but we see ourselves so frequently, and so often our own perception of ourselves is skewed and we don't accurately see ourselves. So making sure that you're taking those photos or measurements on a regular basis, like maybe every 2 weeks or every month, like it really does matter. I need you to trust me on this, okay? The other quote, which was like, she was talking right to me. She said, follow the plan, not the mood. Follow the plan, not the mood. I was like, yeah, if I showed up because I felt like it, I'd show up on a lot of days because I really do get a lot of joy out of my journey. I have been over 200 pounds and I have been under 150. And it's not so much about the number, right, or the size, but I know that when I feel really good, it's just easier. It doesn't mean the workouts are easier, but life feels like it's easier to show up when I feel good on the inside. It's not about the number, it's not about the size, but it's a lie to say it's not a vanity thing, right? Like, we want to feel good, we want to feel proud. And that means trusting the process. It means collecting the milestones. It means following the plan, not your mood. So that really resonated for me today. Follow the plan and not the mood. Thirdly, I collected a win. I asked you every single day to collect a win. It doesn't have to be related to your fitness journey or nutrition or anything. It could be maybe you held your kid's hand on the way to school and you were like in the moment, you were present, or maybe you got caught up with your laundry, or you took 5 minutes to put your feet in the grass, or to give yourself an afternoon just to do something that feels fun. What is your win? My win today was following the plan and not my mood, and actually showing up to my workout, even though I really just wanted to eat ice cream and Twizzlers and say F it. But I followed the plan, not my mood. My mood isn't much better. If anything, I feel even more worn out this afternoon, but that's just real life. And I want to share that with you because sometimes we get caught up in this idea in our head of what it should be, especially with social media, and how we just see it look a certain way for other people. And sometimes we can get into a shame cycle or judge ourselves. And there's no reason to do either of those things. You don't need to have shame. You don't need to judge yourself. Your journey is yours. And where you are today in this moment, in this chapter, it's not forever. it is where you are right now. And you can still find the wins and you can find the joy, even if it is hard, even if there's legit obstacles in your way. It's all an opportunity. And it's also comes back to our perspectives, like how we're choosing to view things. So I just want to drop those little morsels for you. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop a comment. I would love it if you shared your wins today. It's been really fun to shout you guys out and kind of share that, because I think so many of us, we don't celebrate those things. So it's fun to celebrate with each other and to, get a little high five. So anyways, your goal is not a finish line. It's a milestone, and follow your plan, not the mood.